And so all of a sudden he said, come now. This is what I love about him. He know you messed up, but he said, I want to talk to you and I want to reason with you. And then he said the Lord. And then he said, though your sins be as scarlet. He said, I know that your sins are messed up. He said, I know that I can see them because they just like a dye. In other words, you're stained, and you're stained real bad. Your iniquity has showed you up. But I love the psalm that said, if God shall mark our iniquity, where would we be? If God would mark your sins, how could you stand? But tell somebody, he looked past my faults and he saw my sins. Tell somebody, God's getting ready to show me how much he really loves me. Tell him his love reaches deeper than I can think. Tell him I didn't know. Tell somebody I didn't know how much God loved me until I got in trouble. Judah's not gonna know how much God really loved them until they get their backs against the wall. He says, your iniquity has found you out. You have forsaken me. You have turned from me. You're not even hearing me. You don't even want to talk to me. But he said, what I want you to do, I want you to come now and let us reason together. Though your sins be as scarlet, he said, they shall be white as snow. He says, wait a minute, let me tell you something. I know you're messed up. I know you're sinful. I know you're doing everything under the sun. But though your sins be as scarlet, he says, I'm getting ready to make you white as snow. And I come to tell the church today, you're about to go through something. But when you come out, you're going to be white as snow. God has given us a promise. He said, I'm going to bring you through. Though they be red as crimson, he said, I'm going to make them as wool. Tell somebody, God is going to bring me through this. Look what the 16th verse says. He says, wash you, make you clean, and put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease from doing evil. Learn to do well. Seek. Somebody said seek. Seek judgment. Seek judgment. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless. Look at what he's telling us to do. And he said, plead for the widow. And when you do that, come now. Come on. Look at somebody and said, come on. But what I love here, after he tells us in this 18th verse, he dropped down to the 19th verse. And he says, if ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. You mean to tell me after I've messed up, after I sinned in your face, after I kicked you to the curb, after I hung you all over again, you're going to give me another chance? You're going to cause me to walk in obedience? Say yes. I feel like preaching. Can I have 10 minutes? He said, wait a minute. Look here. Let me show you how deep my love is. He said, Hosea, what I want you to do, go down in the city, find a harlot, and marry that harlot. I'm going to show you something. You've got to be taught. You've got to have a knowledge of God. You've got to have a special spirit to go do this, because I couldn't do it. I don't know about you, but I couldn't do it, Sister Hinton. I couldn't marry a harlot. And every day when I get through, she gets up, goes into the city. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Hook up with somebody else. When I wake up, she's not there. I just couldn't do it. He said, Hosea, I'm going to show you how my love is. I'm going to show you how the church plays the harlot. I'm going to show you how they turn their back. I'm going to show you what it means to be a part-time lover. He said, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. And that's what God is saying to the church. If I love you, I'm with you. I'll stick closer than any brother. I know what you've done, but my love is too great to let you go. I've got too much invested in you. Somebody said, I'm tired of this. I've got to throw my hands up. I'm sick of this. This is not what I bargained for. This is not what I was looking for. I'm sick and tired. So I'm going to leave God. Some kind of way, I got to get out of this. But God says, not so. I've invested too much into you. I've called you with a holy call. I've called you unto salvation. Can somebody say yes? Say yes. He said, Hosea, go on down there. And Hosea goes and get her. Come here, Sister Jackson. He goes and he gets her and brings her back. When he brings her back, she comes to the house. She do a little bit in the house. All of a sudden, when his back is turned, she sneaks off again. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Have you ever had God to bless you, and after he bless you, you sneaked off again? But I heard him say, with great mercy shall I gather thee. Say yes, say yes. So he goes back, he brings her back. When he brings her back, she leaves again, goes again. Oh, Hosea, are you tired yet? No, I'm not tired yet, because I got a command to go get her again and bring her back. Bring her back. God says, I see you in your darkness. I see you in your iniquity, but I love you too much to let you go. So I'm going to keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming until I can get you. Y'all don't hurt me today. You just don't hurt me today. He said, I've got to come out to you. I've got to come and get you. Lord, Lord, my love is so great for you. My love is so deep for you. My love is so strong for you. I just can't let you go. Others may let you go. Others may say run, but I can't let you go. In the midnight hour, I've got to call you by your name. Early in the morning, I got to prick at your heart. Say yes. Say yes. Tell somebody he's coming after you. Tell somebody he's coming after you. Tell him he's coming after you. Tell him he's coming after you. Tell him he's coming after you. I heard him say, come, come now. Let us reason together. We got to have this talk. We've got to have this conversation. But when it's all said and done, I've got too much power not to bring you on in. I've got too much love not to overtake you. I saw what you was doing, but I overlooked you. I saw what you was doing, but love covers a multitude of sin and fault. I was waiting on you because I knew one day you had to make up in your mind that you had to walk with me. That's why David said, my mind is made up and my heart is fixed. Say yes. Oh, Lord. I saw you. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. All I want you to do is just wash yourself, sanctify yourself. Come back, come back, come back. My hand is not so short that it cannot save. My ears are not so heavy that it cannot hear you. Come on back. Come now. Come now. Come.